We're live. So check this out. What's up, YouTube? Check this out. Today, we're doing something a little bit different. Genomic Labs, you want to let everybody know what we're doing while I'm doing this stuff over here on this end?
So today we're going to be talking about a little bit of how the reptile community can impact your life in a positive way, and where can we go with the positivity movement? Where is it headed? So we're just going to touch on a few things and, you know, just have a good time.
I love that. I love it. So let's introduce ourselves. If you don't know, I'm Ed with TGH. Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
Who, me first?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, my name is Lee McDonald. I'm Reptile Revolutions. I got a reptile YouTube channel too.
Amazing. So what's the name of your channel again? It's Reptile Revolutions?
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing that?
Almost a year now.
Okay.
It hasn't gone too far, but things take time.
Yeah, of course. You know, well, in social media, you never know exactly what you're going to get, who you're going to be encountering, you know what I mean? So it's all cool. I think it's an amazing thing.
Hey, my boy Chucky.
What's
y'all
up,
over
Chucky?
here? Listen, I was like low-key, like in bed, like half naked, and y'all over here like going live. Like what? Like what?
He's like, oh man, I gotta get ready.
That's how we do it, man. What are you talking about?
Bro, he just told me like 2 minutes ago. I was like, yo, what the heck? Let me know, bro. Imagine he would have called me. I'm over here like, freaking showing my boobs and stuff. What the hell?
We were trying to catch you in your beauty sleep, bro.
I literally woke up like 30 minutes ago.
We were waiting for those moments. All right, hold on one sec. So we just introduced ourselves. Chucky, you want to introduce yourself real quick? Let everybody know who you are.
I'm Chucky from Mad Bio Reptiles. What else am I going to say?
There you go. What do you represent over there, my friend?
Positivity and open-mindedness. That.
I love that. Positivity and open-mindedness. Hey, at the end of the day, I think that's what this community is about. How many people here throughout their journey in this community have encountered ups and downs? I mean, I'm one of them. Definitely. Yeah, I mean, it happens, guys. It happens. And what I think is every time it happens, it makes you that much more better. I mean, I can give you guys some experiences. I'll start off with the story, and then we'll kind of pass on the mic, and then let everybody else kind of let everybody know a little bit about what they're dealing with or what they've dealt with along the way. You know, I'm a guy who is completely scared of snakes in general. I pushed a little hard to get familiar with snakes, and I think it was a good thing for me because it got me part of this community. But along the way, I found that there isn't the best way. You know, not all the time going out to what we consider vets that are reputable. It's sometimes not the best way. The vet that I first encountered didn't know if I had a python or a boa. So stuff like that happens out in the community. And, you know, it's up to people within your community to help you and kind of guide you in the right directions. No matter what we encounter, you know, all of the downs and the upsides to it. What do you think about that, Genomic Labs?
Well, I think that, you know, you're very right about that. Sometimes we can run into misinformation or, you know, just lack of general knowledge. But, you know, when we get connected to people that are passionate about exactly what we do, what we love to do, which is, you know, keeping these animals, you run into people that are a lot more knowledgeable than, you know, than the people that you run into, like certain social media groups. You know, there's a lot of negativity out there, but, you know, we try to flush that out by bringing in this new movement, by being strong in the movement and being active, which is, you know, spreading positivity. And I like what Chucky said with the open-mindedness. You do have to have an open mind and an open heart to accept what others are trying to tell you, and just, you know, accept constructive criticism, because at the end of the day, it's just somebody that's trying to help you to keep your animals better.
Definitely. You know, Chucky, I know that you were one of those people that reached out and helped me in the very beginning. I even encountered a lot of negativity along my way. you were there to guide me a little bit and give me advice. What was your driving force behind that? Why were you helping someone that you didn't really know?
I really don't know, bro. Because, like, to be honest, you're not even the only one. I've helped a lot of people. I'm just a reachable person. Somebody that, when it comes to it,
That happened.
Help people. I've helped a lot of people in here. What the heck, Lee? Are you on some? All right, whatever.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
I help.
Oh goodness!
When people reach out and then, like, I see like potential in people, I always reach out first if I see potential first. I try to.
Whoa! Like, wait a minute! You seen potential?
Yeah.
What are you trying to say there, my friend?
Yeah.
No, for real. I see, like, things like the way you express yourself in your videos, and I was like, yo, these people are cool. And, like, pretty much with people, when I reach out, it's pretty much like that. When I see personality, when I see something different coming, when I see, I don't know, people that need help. Right now, I'm not going to mention names, but there's somebody that has reached out to me. I actually sent them to you. He has a good personality. He has a whole bunch of animals, but he's very, like, kept to himself type thing. He's just been texting me here and there. And
right.
there's another one who's, like, he's, like, scared to be judged and stuff. Right now, he's in house arrest, and he thinks people are going to judge him because of that. I'm like, bro, it doesn't matter what you're going through, bro. Like,
yeah.
It doesn't. Like, you could do, like, the worst thing in the world, and if you want to change your life, you change your life. You don't even got to mention it. Like, that's how it is. Like, I've been through things. I've done crazy things, but at the end of the day, like, that was me, like, pretty much, like, 2 years ago. Right now, I'm Chucky, Mad Bio. I'm not that crazy person that I was before, even though that crazy person's still in, and I fight with that all the time. I fight with myself all the time when it comes to putting out content and inspiring people and getting people to love themselves, even when, like, it's hard to love yourself. As long as I can get other people to do that, like, for me, it's straight. I feel better about myself when I do that.
Well, yeah, you're putting yourself out there, and you're putting yourself out there in a way that doesn't just benefit you. It benefits everybody, because you don't know the person you're putting that effort and energy in. They could be the next big person that pulls off that world's first that everybody's been looking for. They could be that person that helps somebody off of, a crazy trip that they're on. That could be the person that may be someone who can push a message and get that out there to the community. You never know.
Mm-hmm. Like, right now with Lee, which he's here, we met at a reptile show. He actually
No. Actually, what happened was we met on Instagram. You hit me up saying, "Do you live in the area?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "At the next ReptiCon, you want to meet up?" And the funniest thing is, on Josh's video, Powerhouse's video, it shows him doing the intro, and it shows me in the background, literally walking up to Chucky and poking him on the back.
Bro, he poked the crap out of me, bro. Like, his finger just whoop on my shoulder, bro. I was like, whoa. From there, we became friends.
Yeah. And then that's when I bought like a huge boa, and it really sucks though, because I kind of like that boa, but the dude who sold it to me didn't tell me it was wild caught, and it ended up dying.
Snaps.
Yeah. Like, it was a mean boa, but it was cool though, like, it's like you're always sad when an animal dies,
Of course.
I got a question for you, Ed. After I helped you, what made you want to help others?
Well, is that for me or who are you directing it to?
Yeah, that's for you.
Okay. Well, what I was realizing is that I came into a community. I was very new. I've been here less than 5 months. One of the realities was I was on a journey of education. I didn't have all the knowledge I needed. I wanted to reach the right people that I felt were going to be, open to helping out someone new, helping a novice become a keeper. And along that path, I started to see there wasn't as many people that were willing to help. But then I was able to spot really great people, and I wanted to showcase them, but I didn't really know how to reach out to them. People like you helped me out. There was other amazing channels and groups that reached out and worked with me, but I still wasn't seeing what I wanted to see. So at that moment, I realized there was a need, and I started pushing for something, a little bit of change, something I thought was going to be better for the whole community. So that's what started this movement, and that's why I consistently try to help as many people as I can.
Now that you say that, I also forgot to say that the person that pushed me was Mike. I wasn't gonna do it. I wasn't gonna do it. He's the one that pushed me. Before he had all these thousands of subscribers, he had like 800, and he asked me if I wanted to meet up with him in Daytona. Or I asked him.
What's up, guys?
And then once I
Sorry,
told him,
Oh,
Jon!
Fealy in the house.
John. Nice
Yo.
He came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Bro, now
all
I'm
right.
out of
So
frame.
he
What
was
the
just
heck,
saying,
bro?
Mr. Fealy, about how Miguel helped him get going on this. Let's go ahead and let him finish that up, and then you can introduce yourself, Mr. Fealy, to everybody as if they didn't know who you were already.
So yeah, after that we met up, and then he just right there on the spot, he was like, make a YouTube channel real quick, and I was like, what? He was like, just make one, and then he just gave me a shout out, and then I got like 20 subscribers, and I just like ring the bell. I was like, you know what, I gotta do it, and I just started doing it from there on.
Oh, that's big, bro.
So
Yeah, I think when he did that thing that you had started us on with that worm, I got like about a good 10 to 20 subscribers myself.
like, from there he started that, and then I just like felt like I had to do the same thing back to you guys, and then you guys are just
You're sideways, Mr. Fealy.
for real. He's
I don't know what just happened. Hey, send me
I don't know, but
you're like laying on Genomic.
Yeah, you're doing.
I'm out of screen. I can't even see myself.
There you go, bud.
All right.
I'm out of screen. I can't even see myself.
I was gonna say introduce yourself, Mr. Fealy, but he vanished all of a sudden. He's working on magic tricks here.
Sorry.
Magic.
Mr. Fealy, who are you? And can you tell us a little bit about what you're about?
Who am I? I'm Jon Fealy, and I think everyone kind of knows what I'm about. I'm about repping positivity, helping this community out any way that I can, and just pushing people to follow what they're inspired to do. I know for the longest time, I wanted to breed. I wanted to have a large collection, and I just didn't do it. I actually got away from keeping for a long time because I had lost one of my first snakes, and it broke me so much that I just didn't want to keep them in my house. I was willing to work with people that had snakes, but I didn't want to keep them in my house because I didn't want to risk losing another one.
Makes sense.
I feel you.
Yeah, that's how much they mean to me. Like,
Yeah.
every snake's my kid, and I have 2 kids and one on the way, so you could guess how I feel about kids too. But
kids.
Other than that, I've worked with Chuck.
His face is right. Oh my goodness.
Other than that, I've worked with reptiles for going on 16 years now. I've been keeping again since December, so almost keeping again for a year, and this will be my first breeding season for myself. And yeah, that's about it. Other than that, I'm just spreading positivity and doing what I can to help everyone around me.
And that you do consistently. I think that's kind of why we came here together today. There was a few conversations running around about what we can do to kind of show the community what impact comes behind great people in a reptile community functioning as a community. What is it that we can do? I think snakes do a lot. Reptiles in general have a big part to play in people's happiness levels. You know what I mean? It's a big stress reliever to have such exotic, amazing creatures around you. Can we touch a little bit on how amazing it is to be part of this community that is the reptile community? Let's go ahead and start over there with, let's see, who should we throw in there? Maybe Genomic Labs?
Well, to me, being in the reptile community really means a lot because it dictates that I get to be part of something bigger than just myself. Right. And, it's all about the people that are out there to me, I like to keep the snakes, and being in part of the community does a lot for me. But also part of what it does for me is what it does for everybody else. If that makes any sense, it's all, it's all about like love, the positivity, the unity, just the community, you know, that whole aspect of community. That is exactly what it's all about, you know, just like this past weekend hanging out at the barbecue that a lot of you guys know about. That was so awesome to me. Like, I had such a blast, you know, and being around great people, vibing with them, like, man, I just made the rest of my week. And, you know, it's a feeling that I wish I can share with you guys, but I know that a lot of you guys will get to experience that someday as well.
Especially if we continue on the same path. Go for it, brother.
Genomic Labs, do you ever smile, bro?
I do.
You just spurted out how much you love this.
Only on special request.
I just have this serious look about me all the time. I get that more often than what you think.
Oh, that's funny. All right, Reptile Revolution's got his hand up over here. What's good over there, Reptile Revolution?
I just want to say that, like, the reptile community, it's like, it does something for me that, like, nothing else does. Because if it weren't for reptiles, well, first off, I wouldn't have met all these, like, amazing people that support me and stuff. And second off, like, reptiles is, like, one of my only hobbies. So if I didn't have this, I'd just, like, be sitting in my room all day thinking about, like, how bad everything's going and stuff, you know? So, like, reptiles and, like, the reptile community, like, helps me out, helps me, like, keep my sanity, you know? You get what I'm saying?
Definitely. And that's kind of why we wanted to touch base about this, is because community can do a lot more than just, you know, talking back and forth. Sometimes you get emotions, you get feelings. There's a lot of passions involved. Ducky, how do you feel about that?
About what exactly? Like the feelings and stuff?
About how the passions and all of the feelings that are involved in the community, how that could definitely help somebody else. Like, because we all have so much love for the reptiles, we can share that love with others.
So since, like, young, I've always, like, I lived in Puerto Rico, which is a really small island full of freaking iguanas and caimans and stuff like that. And as a young kid, I didn't have no friends. I was, like, just in the woods catching iguanas, bringing them home, snakes, and just different things. And to find people that, like, to me, I was the only one in the world that was doing that. You know, like, as a kid, I was the only one in the world that was weird enough to do those things. But to find out that the world is actually full of people that actually do that, like, as a hobby for a living or on YouTube in general, like, it's like, you know, like, I wasn't the only one this whole time. I just had to reach out, which I never did till now. And it's like, if only as a kid I had that, if only as a kid I noticed that, I would have not gone through so many hard things that I went through. And that's why sometimes you see me a lot pushing more into kids and things like that, because I know how different it is.
I think they're the future, man. The kids are going to be the future, obviously. And what are we going to leave them behind? You know what I mean? I think that's one of the most important parts about what we're all doing, is we're trying to leave them behind a positive experience. And I know there's a lot of things rolling around about that, the word positive. It is what it is, guys. It's very simple. It's all in it. It's all in the word right there. Just doing those positive things are going to have positive outcomes. That's how I feel about it. So, Reptiles Revolution, do you want to tell us a little bit about what you have in regards to reptiles right now? So right now you're the closest one to their animals. You want to showcase some stuff for us?
Yeah. All right.
He has a lot.
I like how everybody's face got real close to the camera real quick.
Let's see.
We're all like, yeah, let's see.
Let me see how to do this.
This right here is a female inchy pastel yellow belly ball python.
Bro, show the pine. This is the pine?
Oh, yeah. I was going to show him that, but he said wait for the live.
Show the pine, bro.
Like, I kept showing him all my animals. He's like, bro, this is just a test run, man.
Nah, bro, show the pine.
Let everybody else get an opportunity to see all the cool stuff,
Dude,
you know?
Chucky looks like children of the corn right now.
You guys are like going to freak out.
With the light coming up on his face, right? He's all like, oh.
Because I'm reading the comments.
It's like a campfire story, bro.
Chucky's the only one who's seen my collection, so you guys are going to freak out when you see this.
Oh, that's right. There are comments.
All right,
I haven't even logged into that because I'm using my cell phone Wi-Fi and I didn't want to, like, mess up the connection.
Oh, yeah, you're
Well,
very-
Chucky knows as well as I do that some of the snakes in this collection aren't very handleable.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll just like kind of tell you what they are.
Tagged a couple times in there.
If you can see that, that's a mole snake.
That's what's up.
I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I see it.
Hey, so I've already made an attempt to get out the link to a few other cool people. We reached out to Rude Dog. We might be having a little bit of technical difficulty, but that's already been we've been working on that, guys.
And then here's this thing that is like insane. Chucky's handled it before. He's insane.
That's the little loud one. What is it again?
It's just a normal bull snake.
Bull
Oh,
snake.
I want to show him the black pine, bro.
Yeah, that's what I told you.
I'll
Let's
set
see
you down
it.
for a second, all right? I'll be right back.
Go
I'll
for
set
it.
you down
Go for it.
It's big.
Go for it. John, what do you think about what we're doing right now? I want to hear it between John, Chucky, and Genomic Labs. Let's hear it right now. Let's just throw it out
I think
there.
it's amazing. I think fellowship's what's needed in this community. We do it in small parts at the shows, but I think a constant fellowship with
Here
each
it is.
other is what's kind of missing from the community. At least
Grab
in my
it. Grab it so you can see the size of it.
All right, let me just kind of see if it's in a good mood right now.
He's gonna mess you up.
Oh, no. Let's not get them bit. Well, maybe. We
No.
What the heck? All right, well, it's good. Woo.
thing's massive.
That is
Yeah,
a cool,
I think it's
cool
freaking
snake
beautiful.
right there.
So there's a lot of love right now, guys. There's a lot of people in the live right now showing some support and love, guys. We just want you to know that.
Oh, I should show him the albino bull, right?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yo, this thing is huge. Chucky's seen it. It's huge.
Yeah, it's like 7 feet.
I gotta set you down again, all right?
Go for it. No worries. All right. So now it's going to be Genomic Labs. How do you feel about what we're doing right now? Oh, my goodness. Is that a darn scorpion on your hand, dude?
Yeah.
Okay, Genomic Labs, talk while we look at his scorpion.
All right.
Okay, this is exactly how I feel, guys. I mean, look all around you guys, what we're building, everything that we're pushing towards. We are creating impact, guys. We are, building a better future. Just like Ed said, what are we leaving behind to the future generations?
Did you guys see that right now? Did you see that handsome devil that just tagged in?
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Hi, Rude Dog. How's it going, brother?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
What's
Yeah,
up?
bro.
How's it going, bud?
So
We can see that.
we're here with Reptile Revolutions. We're basically showing support to those people in our community, brother. And we kind of just wanted to show, the good side to being a community. What we're doing, coming together. How do you feel about that real quick? We're here with Reptile Revolution. We were showing some support for him at the barbecue, and he's here with us right now, brother.
Yeah,
Can someone respond so I can close this?
Yeah, go ahead.
That looks amazing.
Let him talk real quick and move so that we can all see the snake so he can close it before it gets him.
Talk, Lee. Talk so it goes to you.
All right, so that's a big albino bull, and it's huge, and I'm just going to close this before I get lit up.
Show it. Hold on. Show it.
Show you? All right. Look.
That thing's beautiful, man.
That is very beautiful.
Crazy.
All right, and she's very food aggressive, so I'm going to close it.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right. We're good now.
Go for it, Rude Dog. Why don't you go ahead and let us know what you think, brother?
No, I think it's great. Luckily, when I barely got started, I had someone that helped me out, but it was more of he helped me out with learning, how to take care of snakes. But the whole social media side on how to hook up with positive people with social media and how to, get to know other people and whatnot. I kind of had to do that on my own. It was a lot of trial and error. It was a lot
of hard work, huh?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I said it was a lot of hard work, huh?
It was a lot of footwork. I mean, I got a little bit of momentum now, thank God. But the fact of the matter is that like you, Ed, I had a hard time finding people to kind of hang on to and get some help, you know. But the thing is that at that time there was no. Luckily, there is more and more now because there's a consciousness of, you know, all this negativity. So we try to rebel against that negativity, and we enforce positivity on there, you know.
Right.
So back then it wasn't. I mean, it was brutal. It was, man, it was. You had to just swallow your pride. And you know what? For a long time, I didn't. For a long time, the only time I answered messages was when people try to fight with me on message boards and stuff like that, and I'd fight right back. I'd write these, you know, long paragraphs. You know, forget you, man. You don't know what you're talking. I'd fight with people to a point where it was so exhausting. I got to a point where it's like, you know what? I'm focused more on this negativity than the positivity, you know? And it was
Right.
more of a reaction thing. I was reacting to people's negativity on me, and I was trying to be positive, you know? And people would just tear me down, you know? And like, for example, a big example is on Anthony's live, when he went live earlier, he said that one of his snakes was sick, and everybody was like, "Oh man, you know, that's cool. Hope it gets better." You know what I mean? Where before I couldn't even make a video on how to hey, you know, let me teach you how to help a snake that has RI. Then I'd get all kinds of messages saying you don't take care of your animals, you don't deserve snakes, you don't deserve to be a keeper. And then that's why I took the turn that I did with my channel. That's why I have that my channel trailer. I kind of geared it towards that, not only for positivity, but I try to take it a step further for inspiration and motivation. Because one thing is just trying to be positive. Another thing is like what you guys are doing. You guys are trying to inspire and motivate other people. And we need that, man. We need that more than ever nowadays with such evilness going on online. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, that's one of the issues that Reptile Revolutions, if you want to talk a little bit about that, you were having some issues, and I just want you to know that this is very common. You want to talk a little bit about how that affected what was going on with you and your channel?
Were you talking to me?
Yeah, I was talking to you, buddy.
Oh, sorry. It's just there's a dog that's barking. All right, so basically, wait, what was the question again? I forgot.
Well, basically, I just wanted you to see that, just like Rudy was saying, you know, he had to experience a lot of that, you know, hate and negativity that was going on in the community in the past. What type of experiences have you had recently, or even, you know, throughout your journey with your channel and just your well-being in the reptile community?
At the beginning, it was kind of hard because, see, I don't have like the nicest setup like some guys do, but it gets the job done. So when people see like I don't plan out my videos. I just kind of like it comes up in my head, and I turn the camera on, you know. Yeah. So like say if you open up a snake tub and it's dirty, they think you're not cleaning your animals' cages, you know.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's like that's the farthest from the truth. It's like you can't plan when your snake's gonna like do that, you know.
That's right.
And even the dudes who do plan their videos out, right when they hit the record button, that's when the snake will do that.
That's true.
And like, and then people jump in and give you hell over it, man. You know,
exactly.
I mean, that's cool, you know.
And one thing like that particularly happened that I admit was I was a little bit at fault for this. Chucky knows about this. See, because like I had never, well, until this happened, I had never experienced RI with snakes, and like 3 or 4 of my snakes got RI, and since I had never experienced that, and people told me that it was like uncurable, kinda. I was thinking about like giving away my collection, and I got a ton of hate for that, which I admit was a little bit my fault. Chucky told me about that.
I went off for you too. You know that.
What?
Say it again, Chucky.
I went off. I told you not to do that.
I know he did tell me, and I did it anyways. But I admit I take a little bit of fault for that. But I had never experienced it before, so I didn't really know what was going on. But I did end up losing a few snakes, but the rest of them are fine. They're still doing well.
Let me ask you this. Was that a learning experience for you? That whole thing that you went through, did you learn from that?
Yeah, I did.
That's what it's all about. That's what we're all coming together for, is because everyone has their experiences where, hey, I went through stuff that you might never see, right? But as long as I'm educating you on that, if you ever see that, now you know what's going on and you know how to react. You know what you need to do versus sitting around and not knowing what's going on. And I don't fault you for that. It's just you were never educated on that. And that's the fault of previous keepers and people that wanted to inspire you but were afraid to really reach out and put it out for everyone to know everything about this hobby, because it's growing exponentially. And if we're not putting the information out, then we're going to have a bunch of people that are running around with sick animals or things like that, because it's a very, like, taking care of snakes is simple, but it's not simple at the same time. There's a lot of
it's like when you're trying to make a sandwich. It's so easy, but if you don't do it right, it tastes nasty.
Exactly. I like that. I like that metaphor.
No, and like another thing, I do want to add that like I am the youngest guy that like is here right now, you know. So things are for me is gonna be like the most hard because like people are always gonna judge me because of my age and stuff, you know. Like this little kid.
Blue Dog made sure to fix his hat so he's like still cool and everything real quick.
I didn't know you guys can see me. I didn't know you guys can see me. I just thought whoever was talking was the one that was being seen. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, we can see everything you're doing, so don't go in there.
I should go to the toilet or what?
Yeah,
the toilet.
Yeah. And everyone's
well, you know what? You're young, but that gives you an opportunity to absorb all the information that's coming at you. I haven't been going at this for that long. I'll tell you, for the months that I've been in this, yes, not years, months that I've been at this, I've been able to learn things. I've been able to make friends. I've been able to reach out with folks. And all it took was a little bit of effort. That's all I got to say about that. You know, it's very important to know that there are spaces for you to go and get information. The people here that are present right now, I'm speaking for them, but I'm more than positive. If you reach out to them, they're there to help you. So, you know, that's the kind of stuff that we're all about. Anybody here, how do you guys feel about that?
Yeah, let me interject on this one really quick. And I want to reference a recent upload that Matt Bio did on his Instagram. That was pretty powerful. You know, and if I can give you, applaud, definitely applaud that. You know, if I can give you some advice, as far as being young, you know, the power of the mind is, you see, your mindset is, I'm young, so, you know, everybody expects for me not to have the most experience. Instead of, hey, I'm young and I'm here amongst the older guys. I'm here amongst the guys who are doing it, and I'm doing it with them. Instead of using the mindset, I'm young, you know, I'm the least experienced, use I'm young and I'm here. So harness the reality of you being young to be your confidence and not to be your lack of confidence. You know what I mean?
That was bars.
May I say something?
Some bars.
Can I say something?
Go for it, brother.
Okay. See, but that's the thing though. People think I'm inexperienced, but if you ask Chucky knows this. I'm actually a lot more experienced than not bagging on anybody than a lot of the guys here, because from my grandpa, he's taught me a lot over the years, because when I was about 8 years old is when I got my first snake, so I've been into this a lot longer than people think I have, you know. The RI, that's probably one of the only things I did not know about reptiles, because he's had such a healthy collection that even though his setups don't look like the cleanest, he's never had a snake that got mites or RI or anything like that, you know.
Right. Okay.
So it's like when people call me experienced, it kind of
even so you made my point. So you should be like, you know, if other people see you, oh, I'm young, because see, my son went through the same thing, because I brought him into the family business, and he was real subconscious because he's 19, but he looks like he's 15. So he had a hard time people treating him seriously. And I told him, you got to earn that respect. You got to make them respect you, and you got to act professional, and you got to be a professional. And not only that, but you gotta believe it. And he earned everyone's respect, and he became the #1 technician for the entire company. So I believe that you have that same potential, especially being that you already have experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. I also want to add into something into that. The fact that you're young is actually the best thing that could happen to you, because when you get older later down the line, you're going to be able to teach the new young guy everything that you know. And not only are you going to be able to teach them everything you know, you're also going to save them all that time and all that hard work, that effort that you put in to learning everything you know. You're going to save that hassle to that next young kid and all that. If we all do that in the future, we're going to further the hobby a lot faster. It's going to be able to progress and get better. And the future generations that are coming up into the hobby, they're going to do things 10 times better than us. These animals are going to thrive in a lot better environments just because of the knowledge that we share.
Yeah. And another thing I want to say is, like, it's funny because, like, even when it comes to, like, reptile, like, how the reptile hobby has gone, like, from back in the day, I'll mention guys and mention names to people that they'll be like, who the heck is this, you know? Like Greg Graziani from the Python Hunters. Anyone here knows who that is?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know who that is.
Because, like, everyone knows him for, like, having gators and having huge pythons, but not many people know that he also has a huge collection of ball pythons. He actually has the first...
He was one of the, he was one of the pioneers. Yeah, he was the one who had the first pastel.
Like, yeah, he still has the very first pastel to this day.
Right. Yeah. I know who that is. And a lot of people don't know who he is, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
That's crazy. I mean, it's just, when I see it like that, it's just, it depends who your audience is, whether your audience is like young kids or your audience is other breeders. I want to reach both sides of my audience. You know, I want to reach out to breeders and I want to reach out to like newcomers at the same time.
Well, you know, that's hard doing that, trying to reach out to the generations that have a lot of knowledge versus reaching out to the people that are new coming in. There's a huge gap there. So when you're trying to put out content that might reach somebody who has had a ton of experience, basically the journey, the story behind what you're doing, I tend to find that that's what people have been doing it for a long time. They get a little more engaged in that type of a plot, of a storyline, versus the new guys who just give me all the information you have any way you can give it to me, because they're used to using YouTube as the second largest search engine in the world. So when they do something like that, there's a huge gap. And for me, I'm kind of wondering what is the best way to bridge that gap so that everyone gets a little bit of what they want, which is why I do a morning and I also do an evening so that everybody can get a little bit of what they enjoy more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And can I say one more thing?
What's up?
I would just like to add that, like, everyone's been telling me how, like, they've been through that in their life, but see, like, I'm not like saying like you're giving me bad advice, but I'm just saying, like, you all are like talking about how, like, you're past those points of your life. Mm-hmm. Like me, my house is Chucky knows this is a very hostile household. It's like every single day people are just coming up to our yard to talk to people that we don't even know is here. People are always arguing. People are always fighting. And I always have to be the one who steps in because no one else wants to say anything. Well,
look, I want to stop you there just for a second, because I don't want you to get caught into this thing of, you know, I have it so bad. And you're a tough guy. You know, I can tell that you got a lot of heart in there for you.
Yeah.
You don't want to throw yourself a pity party, because a lot of guys here came from the bottom of the bottom of the streets. You know, I've been shot. I've been stabbed. You know, my mom was a prostitute. I don't know who my father is. I've been in homes where they've been shot up. A lot of these guys here have been through a lot of these things. So keep in your mindset that when you are talking to people, because that could bring a lot of you know, maybe negative condensation toward what you're doing, because they may see it like, this guy thinks it's so tough. The reality is, if you put yourself in that mindset, you're going to stay in that mindset. If you get yourself out of there and say, hey, you know what, I'm going to crawl out of this, I'm going to be way better than what people expect of me, then you become the person that you are right now. You're evolving, and I really appreciate seeing that you're putting in the effort to do that evolution for yourself. So yeah, I get what you're saying. It's tough. Life is tough, but welcome to life. You know what I mean? And just keep striving to be the best version of yourself you can every day.
Amen.
That was bars.
Yeah.
That was bars. Me, like what you said, like, I used to think like that too. Like, oh, these people think they're going through the worst things. When I was thinking like that, I made the craziest decision. So I'm gonna say the decision just because I did it and it happened. I was thinking, this girl had hit me up and she was like, yo, like, you think you got it tough, like, you got nothing going on, because I posted some like suicidal stuff on my Instagram like about 2 years ago, and she told me that she was pretty much kidnapped by her boyfriend, whatever. And just me telling her, you think you got it tough, but you know what I go through. Then she told me that, and like it opened my eyes. Like, damn, I'm at home chilling. You know what I mean? Like, she's over there. Her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend doesn't let her out of her house.
Yeah.
And at that moment, my mindset was on some dark stuff. Like, I was dark, bro. Like, when I tell you I was dark, I was dark. I went up, bro. I went up at night. I went to that guy's house, bro. I broke in and I took her out. That's the type of person I was. That's the type of things I was doing where I could have got killed, bro. It's not about no emotional stuff. I could have got killed out there. So like when people tell
a lot
you,
of
like,
intensity out there, yeah.
We've been through it, bro. We've been through it, and I've been on both sides. I've been on the side where I'm the victim, and I've been on the side where I'm the one causing the stuff. Like I was doing that. I was talking to Josh yesterday about how we took a kid in high school from the 3rd floor by his feet, looking down, bro. That's the type of person I was. That's the type of things I went through. After that, bro, the next day they came to school to jump me. People that weren't even from school, bro. I got jumped, left in the street to freaking die, bro. Like bleeding out. My own friends set me up and left me on the street. We've been through stuff because we've had years through this. And a lot of us have done things. A lot of us have done things done to us. And you speak like, oh, I've been through things like that. It's not for you to feel bad for us. It's for you to understand that we've been through that. Like, we've been through that and worse. We've been through hell and back, bro. Like, on some.
I'm gonna set you down. He needs the bathroom.
Go for it, brother. We're all guys.
Sorry, all right. He needs the bathroom.
Oh, there you go. Hey, he needs to take a pit stop, guys. Let's let him take that pit stop. All right, here. Let's go ahead real quick. Right now is a great opportunity. Let's try to keep it a little short just so that we can go on to everybody else and then kind of keep the questions going. Genomic Labs, how can we find you on social media?
You guys can find me on YouTube at Genomic Labs, and you can also find us on Instagram at Genomic_Labs. And that's exactly where you guys can find us. Go check us out, follow, and subscribe.
That's what's up. Guys, right now, if you're in the chat, I'm not seeing it all right now. I have been trying to tag in. Someone do the email. Let's activate that bot. Let's get that call to action. If you've been here before and you put out that email, do it again. You might be able to help somebody and reach out to someone, and that's what we're all about. Much love to you guys. Mr. Fealy, do you want to tell us how we can find you on social media?
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat, or Twitter by putting in my name, Jon Fealy, JonFealy.
Wait, are you famous, Jon Fealy?
Pretty much. I turned my tag into, I turned my name into a tag. So
awesome.
Kind of famous.
That's what's up.
Very original.
Or on Instagram at Fealy's Clutch Reptiles.
That's what's up. And you guys want to go check those out. Mad Bio, do you want to tell us how we can find you on social media?
Mad Bio Reptiles on YouTube, Mad Bio Reptiles on Instagram, and I think that's all I got. Yeah.
I could tell your Facebook, but that's
Reptile Revolution. Do you want to tell people how they can find you on social media?
I hate my
on Instagram, Reptile Revolutions, on YouTube, Reptile Revolutions. My name on Facebook, which is Lee McDonald. If anyone was interested to know what my real name is, Lee McDonald, you can find me on Facebook.
Lee, all right, Lee.
Gotta love that. All right. If you guys don't already know, Rudy, you want to tell everybody how they can find you on social media?
Oh, yeah. Thanks. It's real simple. It's just Rude Dog Reptiles on YouTube, Rude Dog Reptiles on Instagram, and one more social media platform that I've been setting up that I'm not yet releasing as of yet. In addition, I'm actually releasing another channel, but it's not ready yet. So that's for the future, and I just want to give you guys a real quick
to be announced
heads up on that.
That's lit.
It's awesome.
Where does John keep going?
John's got a family of little ones.
Yeah, he has.
It's like every few minutes he'll walk off.
He has a little John walking around.
It's like, are you hiding something?
He's got secret projects he has to tend to. Look, guys, this is what we're doing. You know, we show positivity. We rep each other. We're constantly putting out that love. You know, the community needs this, guys. And at the end of the day, why are we doing all this? Why are we coming together? You know, we try to be very serious. We try to be playful. We try to put out these messages, you know, and there's a lot of different people from different walks of life. we appreciate you guys engaging. We appreciate you guys coming around and seeing what it is that we're all about. This is what our community is. This is what we want to build for the future. You know, like Rude Dog says, we want to make sure that our industry, our lifestyle becomes mainstream, guys. These wonderful animals should be in everyone's home. And you know what? I'm here with you. I'll tell you what, I got your back on that because that message is 100% on point. You know what I mean? I really appreciate that, Rudy. And, you know, there's a lot of people here. If you know what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it. I'm with it. Are you with it?
Yeah.
Are you with it?
Yeah.
I already know.
Yeah.
That's what we're about. We're about that positivity movement, guys. We're trying to help each other. What we want to do is give you guys that resource. We want to be that resource for your community. This is what we do. We hang out. You know, consider subscribing to all these gentlemen here. What they're doing is being active. They're constantly putting out work. And I'm not calling it content right this second, guys. They're putting out work because they do have to put in that effort. They do have to do that hard work to give you guys that amazing experience you get. Whether it be for 1 minute, whether it be for an hour, they're doing it for you. Genomic Labs, I wanted to talk to you about that. Go ahead.
Can we thank the moderators real quick? Because I think they've been doing an awesome job at,
Definitely.
keeping the positivity flow.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Are you doing that in there right now, too?
Thank you
No,
to
I'm definitely not.
everybody in the community that keeps the positivity flowing. Thanks.
We got Heather here. We got James here. We got G-Rated here. We got International Exotics here. We got Iron Dog. We got Ball and Chain. We have Lou Balls. We have Granddaddy Herps. We have Leatherneck Reptiles. We even have Genomic Labs. How are you here and there? I don't know how you do these things.
I just do.
We have Salty Sailor Serpent here and many more. Brittany's Arachnids. Oh my goodness, Brittany has been here. John, it's time for you to do that announcement. All right, guys, give it a second. Mr. Fealy has a big announcement. Everyone hold tight in the chats. Hold on for 1 second. Mr. Fealy has an announcement. The floor is yours, sir.
All right. So, as you guys know, I am the president of the Texas TGH chapter. So, the second largest state, almost its own country, kind of needs some help. So, I reached out and I talked to Brittany today, finally. Not her fault, my fault. But I reached out today and finally got a hold of her. And Brittany is going to be our first senator of Texas.
Whoa.
All right.
Brittany, first senator of Texas. Bam. TGH dap for her. Brittany, much love. Welcome to the family. Just reach out. Make sure you know what's good. All we're doing is repping one thing. Positivity. Continue to do that, and we can always be happy to go over there. And now we're going to get to hang out with creepy crawlers. We're not just doing the ball pythons right now. This is the first time we're opening it up a little bit here, and Brittany's Arachnids is jumping on board with the movement. Much love to you, sister.
Oh, she's ready to move into reptiles too. We were talking about
Wait. What did you just say?
She's ready to move into reptiles too.
That's what's up. I know that she went and did the subscriber thing, so she might win, that 500 subscriber giveaway that we got over here at TJH. You never know. Just saying, guys.
It would be pretty awesome if someone from Texas took it. I'm just saying.
Oh, man. Look, guys, I really appreciate everything that you guys are doing. I know you guys have busy lives, and you take the time to go ahead and help others. Rude Dog, much appreciation. Reptile Revolution, much love to you, brother. We're here for you. We're going to continue to do that thing that is positivity in the reptile community. Chucky, what is on Chucky's face?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Snake, bro. I got a snake on my face, bro.
Okay,
It looks
Chucky,
like you're
snake on his
squeaky
face.
blind.
That's Mad Bio, guys. Mad Bio is all about that love. He constantly is repping it. He's always looking for new people. He's hanging out with the youth. He's hanging out with all of us other folks, knuckleheads and abroad. Okay, that's Chucky there for you. Go check out Mad Bio. If you don't know who Jon Fealy is, Jon Fealy is Fealy's Clutch, and Fealy's Clutch is Jon Fealy. They're one and the same, guys. Check that man out. He's amazing. He's a good friend of mine. We talk on the nightly, on the daily. We just talk because you know what we're trying to do is make sure that we're on the right track, not just for us, but for you guys. Genomic Labs, my friend, you came on board and you came in, boom, boom, PGH staff, I'm with it, you're with it, let's do it, you're all about it. Do you want to tell everybody why you're all about it?
I'm all about it, guys, because I strongly believe in this movement. Like I said, I do it for the community. I don't do it for myself. We all do it for the community, and together we will be strong and we will get stronger, and we're not going to stop what we do, guys. We're not going to stop.
There you have it. Thank you so much, everyone in this community, for stopping by. We appreciate your time. We appreciate the effort you put in. Don't let anyone deter you from your dreams. Stay motivated. Stay amped. Don't be concerned about all the other stuff that is drama and hate in your life, because you know what? That positivity will definitely shine through, and we'll see you guys on the next vlog. Would you guys like to say anything before we head out?
I'm going to sleep.
Going to sleep.
You better not, Chucky.
Peace, guys. Have a good night.
You better not, Chucky. I'm going live in 10 minutes.
Oh, man. Okay. I'll get up.
All right, there you go.
My
We're
grandma's
going
going
to
to
pass it on to Feely's Clutch right after this, guys. Rudy, would you like to give us a closing? You're going to be the last person to say goodnight here.
Yeah, how about work hard, stay humble, and be kind. That's it.
I love it. We'll see you guys on the next vlog.